clapping like you know who I am. That's incredible. Oh, you're a bunch of actors. I love this city. I love being here. I love not being in America right now, especially. It's very comforting. I just moved, actually. I moved to Los Angeles in California. It's a great city. It is a city you have to drive in, though, and unfortunately, I'm very bad at that. And the thing is when you're a bad driver with this face, it's a nightmare. It's a full-stop nightmare. I feel like I've seen every version of Course face in LA, and that, it's not cool. I don't enjoy that. I don't appreciate that. Every time I see that face, I just want to roll down my window and be like, excuse me, no. It's not because I'm Asian. It's because I have bad night vision and I text, okay? It's a choice. I refuse to get better at driving. I will die in this Honda, okay? It's just a decision that me and my family have made together, and you have to respect that. Thank you. It's really frustrating. It's even worse when I'm a bad driver in front of other Asian people because, you know, representation matters. I feel like every time I parallel park in LA, out of nowhere, an ancient Asian woman smoking a cigarette just comes out and is like, that's the way. Same one every time. I don't know where she comes from. It's crazy. She's my grudge. It's awful. I was born in Korea, but I was adopted by a white family when I was a baby. So now as a fully grown Asian person, I don't meet a lot of cultural expectations of what an Asian person should be. You know, like I'm terrible at math. I don't know karate. My dick is huge, you know, so it's just sort of like on and on and on and on and on, constantly subverting expectations. Surprising people. I actually don't know how big my dick is because every time I look at it, it's pixelated. So it is hard to tell. Okay. A few hearty guffaws from the perverts in the audience. That's always nice. Good litmus test. If you didn't get that joke, you're pure of heart, okay? So don't worry about it. Ask a pervert in your own life and they'll explain it. It is great. I feel like most men in this world are obsessed with the size of their penis, but they forget that their penis can also be terribly ugly, too, which is really worse in the grand scheme of things, because have you ever seen an ugly dick? The last thing you want it to be is bigger, you know? Like, nobody is putting a magnifying lens on that thing. It looks like a tree branch caught in a fence, you know? Like, how did that happen to that thing, that ugly penis over there? Oh, well, it got struck by lightning, fell over sideways, and kept growing, you know? It's a proud penis, but it's ugly. I'm sort of an expert right now in penises, ugly and otherwise, because I am dating, online dating especially. I can feel you guys get exhausted as I move into this portion of the set. You're like, oh, great, another hot person complaining about being single. Just what we wanted to hear. Ugh. I get it though. It's stupid. When you're hot and you're single, it is a prison of your own making. You know, you can set yourself free from that prison cell at any moment. All you have to do is lower your standards and text Dan back. You know, that's just all it takes. There's always a Dan waiting in the wings, you know? He knows you're tired. He knows you're getting older. He'll wait, you know? He'll wait you out. We got some Dans in the audience tonight. That's good. It's interesting. It is tough for me. I am online dating right now. I'm on Tinder, of course, you know, but that's like for straight people by straight people. I'm on all the gay ones, too. We got a bunch. You probably heard of a couple of them. You know, I'm on Grindr and Scruff and Adam for Adam and Radar and Recon and Jacked and VGL and Hornet and Cupid and Chappie and Push and Daddy Hunt and Boy Ahoy. There's literally an app called Boy Ahoy. I don't know who within our community that's targeting, but young enterprising sailors, who knows? But I got it on my phone because you gotta set a lot of traps, you know? If you wanna catch anything in this world, you must set a lot of traps. And I have them out there, and I meet up with plenty of guys from those apps, plenty of strangers, and whenever I talk about that, my friends always get very concerned. They're always like, oh, but Joel, like, aren't you worried that one of those strangers might murder you? And it's like, yeah, that's actually a big draw for me, honestly. Because here's the thing, y'all, like, if I've been murdered, I've still been picked, you know? And that, ultimately, for me, is paramount. I don't do well with rejection. I'm not looking for that. Ugh, it's outrageous. And no one misunderstands the experience of being a single gay person less than a straight man. Like, literally, all my straight guy friends, whenever I talk about being single, I always hear the same thing. They're like, oh, but Joel, you're so lucky, you know? Like, gay guys, you're just fucking all the time, just nonstop fucking. I wish I could be gay. If I were gay, I'd have so much more sex than I'm having now. And it's like, no, you wouldn't, because you'd still look like that, you know? Like, that's not how any of this works. I don't know what gave you the idea that homosexuality is just a doorway you can walk through where you won't look like garbage anymore, but that's not how this works. We're a very mean people, okay? So you're better off on your own side. It's awful. We don't have more sex than you guys. I will say I have more interesting sex. I'll cop to that. You know, personally, I love to have sex in places I'm not supposed to. You know, I've had sex in a Target. I've had sex in an IKEA. I love to shop. You know, I'm a stereotype. What can I say? You know. But my favorite place to hook up publicly is the steam room at my gym. I love to hook up there. It's very dark and moist, and gay men are like mold. We thrive in those environments, you know, just sort of either at the steam room at the gym, behind the fridge, you know, anywhere, really. We love it. And I was at the steam room at my gym, and I was hooking up with two lovely gentlemen, and we were having a great time, and everything, we were all having fun, and then in walks a group of straight men, so we scattered like roaches, you know, because that's the social contract that we signed. And the straight guys, they sat down, and they just started talking about chicken and broccoli, you know, and they were talking about that for a while, and the guy who had initiated the threesome, he was sort of the captain of our hookup, if you will, he looked over at them at one point, and he was like, you guys horny? And they like short-circuited, and they were like, no, we're not horny. And then what that man said next was so inspiring. He looked over at them and he was like, then you gotta go. And the thing is they did. They got up, and without another word, they left that space. And as I finished that man off, I was like, oh, you should be president, you know? You really should with this gravitas. All right, you guys have been fucking fantastic. Have a great night.